Welcome to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're going to continue my guide for Mutant Year Zero Seed of Evil. This time we'll be doing the Garden of Jykol. I'm going to start off by attacking these two pod wolves. Now what's important here is Pharaoh and Big Khan. Selma you can switch for anybody else. I have Selma because I need to revive her abilities. We'll be attacking the two pod wolves once they're next to each other, and you need to have the girls behind this bench right about now. And Big Khan needs to be on the opposite side because he will be doing the ground pound, and it's important that he's ground pounding the enemies towards the girls so they have slightly better shots. You want to move over here. I have given him something to increase his movement range. In my case it was the Borg band, but you can use whatever else you want to use, just something to increase his movement range. Big Khan has a silent weapon, he's the only one. The others will be using loud weapons. Then you'll go with Selma, you'll be using Moth Wings, with Pharaoh, you'll be using Moth Wings and Gunslinger. You'll have 100% crit chance and 100% shot. You can sort of mess around a little bit to give, you know, slightly better crit chances and stuff with the weapons if you'd like, but whatever we have right now is fine. Selma is going to be using her GJR and shooting at one of the wolves. Then we'll continue with Big Khan and we will finish off that one wolf that we can just kill with a silent weapon. And then the girls together will kill off the other one. So Selma's going to reload and shoot at the pod wolf. And then Pharaoh is going to finish him off.
Say my name, Jizwipe. It's Pharaoh. Mess with the wrong fox.
Alright. Next up we'll go with the pod wolfmother and the pod spawner. You need to wait till the pod wolfmother is looking the other way and far enough away from Selma. You need to have herpes mask on Selma, something to increase crit chance from being hidden on Big Khan, and on Dax you need to have skull splitter. And I have something that gives him extra movement, extra weapon range, but that particular part is not necessary. I'm going to start this off with the twitch shot on Selma with the Mimir. We get a 100% crit chance. Then we'll follow it up with the shot from either Big Khan or Dax, doesn't really matter, it's just a completely regular shot, so we'll go with Big Khan first because that's what we were given. He has a 100% crit chance, which is nice.
You deserve it.
Unfortunately, it's not enough to really kill the enemy, so we are going to have to shoot with Dax as well. We will be using the GJRs, that gives us a 100% shot. Then we need to kill the pod spawner in a single turn, it's pretty important. We'll start this off with Selma, who shall be moving over to here, so she gets a 100% shot and a 100% crit chance, very important. And we'll shoot at the pod spawner. Then we will follow it up with Big Khan. And finally, we shall finish it off with Dax with his boomstick, and he shall be using the skull splitter so that we can be certain that we get a crit chance because we need that. And destroyed. So we are at a place with a 3-heart pod tank and a pod jumper that comes kind of here. We're standing on a high ground. So we're going to attack this pod jumper. We're going to start off with Borman. We're going to do it silently with the twitch shot. Then we'll follow it up with Selma with her ancient pistol. And we'll finish it off with Pharaoh with her pod jumper. With her crossbow.
You don't know who you're messing with. Oh. That's a wrap.
Alright, next up we'll go at this pod router over here. For this you'll just use regular silent weapons. So pick people that as usual need to revive some of their abilities. So we're going to go with Magnus here. Give him a crossbow, and otherwise just doesn't matter, complete a regular silent kill. Nothing really special about it. Let's go. So we shall shoot at this spot router with the silent weapon. We also move closer, it doesn't really matter. Good. Okay. So there are a couple of things I want to say before we keep fighting. If you injure a 3-heart, one of them is over there, there's 2 of them, it will immediately go to sort of a cutscene where the 3-heart alerts all the enemies. So even if you don't kill it, even if it's in the middle of combat, even if it's still your turn, it's just gonna alert everybody, and then it turns into one huge fight. And if you kill both 3 hearts, you end the combat and you essentially win. So then you want to go towards this group of enemies. Now the pot chomper and the pot burner, which you can see on my right and left, they start off kind of over there on that side together, but once you get close enough, it will sort of trigger their movement. So what you want to do is you want to allow them to move around. You want to go with the pot chomper around now. And you're going to start this off with ducks. And move to somewhere where we get a better shot. So like there. Go.
That had to hurt.
Could also keep ducks on top. He doesn't need to be down. He just kind of fell for me. Then we'll go with Borman. Actually, no. Then we'll go with Selma, who will be using her twitch shot. Make sure that you move her like here so that she gets a better shot. Like so. It's a 100% chance and a 100% crit chance. And then Borman can finish it off.
Bullseye.
That's a wrap.
Alright.
Hey, over here.
Next up, you just want to kill one of these sort of like lonely people walking around. So we're going to start off with this pot burner here. You could go high. You probably should go high because it's just easier that way. So we're going to go on a high ground. We're going to kill off that pot burner. No stress. Just make sure you have silent weapons on everybody. And off we go. So we're going to ambush. And we're going to start this off with Borman, who will shoot with his ancient pistol. So we should probably start off with ducks, for example, because we get a really nice crit chance. Nice. Then we'll follow it up with Selma, for example, or Borman. Again, doesn't matter. It's just a regular 3-shot kill. Now for the final fight, we're going to need Pharaoh, Selma, and Magnus. You can only start the final fight once the pot rooter is close to the pot tank and the pot burner. What you're going to be needing here is on Pharaoh, you need a Mimir, Rambino, Gunslinger, and Iron Legs. So on Selma, Elysium, GJR, Twitch Shot, and Treecaster. On Magnus, Rambino, Boomstick, and Puppet Master. You want to ambush. You're going to start this off with Magnus, who shall mind control this Puppet Destroyer. Great. Then you're going to be going with the Puppet Destroyer. You're going to move to over here and you're going to be throw a grenade at all 3 of these guys over here. So throw a grenade at them. Bam. Then you will be using Pharaoh and her Iron Legs to go over here. And she will be using her Gunslinger on these 3 with the Mimir.
You don't know who's Simonite, Shizwipe. It's Pharaoh. Yes, sweet.
Then Selma will use Treecaster on the tank, so we cannot do anything but for a turn. That's super important. And then she will be using her Twitch Shot on this spot spawner. Then you're gonna go with Selma, who will be using her GJR to shoot at this spot spawner, so we have a chance to kill it with the crit chance. You might want to use some items to increase her crit chance if you'd like. Then we're gonna go with the pot spawner, who shall throw a grenade at himself and the pot thing. However, make sure that you do not hit Pharaoh, so you want to go like that. Great. Magnus will then proceed to go up and shoot the pot tank. Go. I really should have used the boomstick, but that's fine. And then Pharaoh is going to reload and shoot at the tank as well and kill it. Great. Now, we are going to need to kill this pot spawner on this turn. This is pretty important. So first thing we'll do is we'll grab the destroyer, we'll move him as close to the pot spawner as possible and throw a grenade at himself at the pot spawner, as we usually do. Perfect. Next up we will go with Pharaoh and shoot at the pot spawner.
Who you're messing with? That's from me.
Okay. Then Magnus will go and we will be using the Rambino. Do we want to move closer? Do we get like a better shot if we move closer? Yeah, we do. So we'll go closer. Let's go with Skull Splitter. It's probably not completely necessary, but why not? Nice. And then Selma's going to move closer and she will use... Can she use her Elysium? Yeah, she kind of has to. And she's gonna finish the pot spawn off. Perfect. Alright, and then we gotta kill the pod destroyer. Let's go with Pharaoh. Now let's go with Magnus, for example.
Another one.
Nice, and then we'll finish him off with Selma. Sure, Selma, go for it. Alright. Now, at this point, you've got some time, so you shouldn't hurry. You're going to be stuck in combat because of the 3 hearts. Since the 3 heart is aware of you're stuck in combat with, you cannot hurt it, because if you did, it would alert all the enemies over there, so you don't want that to happen. So instead, you're just going to be trying to move your guys to here and, you know, get them ready, maybe reload all your weapons, so to just kind of prep for the stuff. So that's what you need. So we're going to reload with Pharaoh. We're going to grab Magnus, let him run as far as he can. He's going to need to mind control that pod destroyer. It's going to be pretty important. Then we'll grab Selma, who will also run as far as she can, which is over here. Then we'll go with Selma again, run to next, oh actually to over there maybe. And we will do not, actually we might need to reload. No, Pharaoh is done, so Pharaoh's just going to hide and wait. Magnus is going to need to run to behind this, and he's going to need to do some reloading. So we're going to reload his weapon. And that's it, so you can just hide. Selma needs to reload both of her weapon. And Pharaoh doesn't need to do anything. Okay, so we're going to start and we're going to use mind control on Magnus. Alright. Then we're going to move with the pod destroyer, as always, as close to these guys as you can. We're gonna try to use the grenade on everybody, if possible, which we can. The 3 heart here is not important. The important people are the pod tank and the pod destroyer. Okay, this is gonna start a cutscene. The cutscene is not really important. The point is, because you heard the 3 heart, it's alerting everybody, but we have already alerted everybody, so we do not care. Next up, we want to go with Pharaoh, who will be using her gunslinger on both of these, with probably hit the Rambino, because the Mimir honestly doesn't have the best chance of hitting. So we'll go with the Rambino. Gonna do some nice damage. Nice. Then we will go with Selma, who needs to use the tree caster on the pod tank. This is pretty important. And then she will proceed to shoot with the GJR, I think. Now, important point here is, most likely at the moment you kill the pod tank, the pod destroyer will turn to become your enemy. So make sure that you do not kill him too soon. So what we're gonna do first with the pod destroyer is, again, we're just gonna throw a grenade at everybody, as we do. Fantastic. I am going to leave the pod tank alive for one more turn because I can afford it.
That's right.
He still cannot do anything, and the other guys are still possessed, so we're fine on that regard. So instead, Magnus, just try to move closer so you have a shot at the heart. If I move you over there, with the Rambino, you're gonna have a shot at the heart. So you will shoot at the heart. And the next turn we can easily kill them both without too much trouble. So we're gonna destroy the heart.
Don't get stupid.
Well, actually, we're not gonna kill it. We're gonna get close to killing it. Keep the pot thing alive and hit this heart. Great. Another cutscene. Again, you don't care. Nothing important. Still pot thing alive. Still other 3 heart alive. Relevant cutscene. Alright, the pot tank cannot do anything. Now we're gonna go with the pot destroyer. Again, you're gonna throw a grenade at yourself and the pot tank. At this point, you kill the pot tank, so the pot destroyer should now be your enemy. And now you can easily kill it with... Actually, we should probably reload the GJR and then we can kill it with the Elysium. Alright, now you're gonna remain in combat because you still have that 3 heart that you gotta kill. So you're just gonna grab everybody and you're gonna run over there, and just like before, you wanna make sure that you reload. You don't need to stress about anything. It's like the 3 heart cannot do anything, so you're just very relaxingly going to move towards that 3 heart and run over there, which is fine. Now, you might want to use some light flares to ensure that you'll get the sort of best crit chances and normal shots where you need to. And you might want to play around with the equipment. The equipment that I have has not really been optimized, just sort of slapped it at the people however I wanted to. Oh, and I mean, I'm talking about the last fight, of course. The previous times when it's important, the item I told you, but like for the last fight, I just kind of slapped the equipment around. You should definitely play with it to give you kind of the best chances. But since this worked for me, I didn't really need to bother with it so much. Now, because the heart cannot do anything, even though Selma is far away and she cannot shoot at the heart, the others can just like go to time and start shooting because the heart is no defense. So you can just like go. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to kill it. Doesn't matter what kind of weapons you use to kill it. It's all irrelevant. You're just gonna go and shoot until you kill it.
Not gonna warn you again.
Another thing that's important in this fight, especially in the beginning, is with the pod spawners. The way why I'm shooting them the way I'm shooting them is because you gotta make sure that the pod spawners don't sort of activate themselves too soon, and so that they do not spawn the pod burners. If they do spawn a pod burner, they're not that hard to kill, but the problem is that they would sort of alert the others, and also we don't want unnecessarily pod burners.
Yes. I am the beautiful weapon.
Alright, we killed the 3 heart and we have won the game.